Thanks everybody for having me. I'm going to, I think I've got 5 slides and I've got 15 minutes. So both of those are going to be big challenges here. First thing, a little bit about WebLink. For those of you who don't know, we started in 1994. For people that are starting their own businesses, however long you've done it, for me, this is the midterm of my life, meaning that I have done WebLink longer than I have not done WebLink. So we started when I was 18. We've done it for 19 years now. Headquartered in Philadelphia, you might recognize the building. National Mechanics is one of our other businesses. We also have an office in New York. We'll be opening up an office in London at the end of the year. And a little over 80 employees, a little over 80 clients. And all we do today is e-commerce. We have an e-commerce platform that we customize for our clients, get it up and running, and then we do ongoing maintenance and work with them. I'm going to be talking about 3 different stages of our business from when we started to where we are today, and the different types of clients that we have gone after. This is the last bragging slide about us, so we'll go through here. So 94 through 97, we had, my brother and I ran a mail order business that we had started when we were in high school, and we actually ran out of my parents' basement, printed t-shirts and all that type of stuff. We had started that pre-internet. The web went into public domain when I was a freshman at Drexel. We were printing catalogs and Kinkos, and we were looking for a way, how can we reach new markets, how can we reach new customers. And this new web thing was awesome. Mosaic was the browser, if everybody remembers that. It's pre-Netscape, pre-Internet Explorer. But we launched our own business online, and very quickly we said we'd rather do software, we'd rather do this new business than be in the mail order business selling clothing. So what we did first was we had friends and family who came to us and said, how do you guys do this for yourselves? How do you guys get online? It seems like an interesting way to reach new customers. And that was okay, but it's impossible to do well in business if you're selling to your friends and your family. I was young, I was 18 years old, so go into a big established company and try to tell them that the internet is going to be something that's going to be around for a long time, and then you should take money out of your IT budget, money out of your marketing budget, and put it into this new website. People didn't understand that. It was very difficult. If I was 35 at the time, it would have been much easier, but I was 18 and nobody wanted to hear what I had to say. So what we did was we teamed up with agencies. We teamed up with graphic design firms, marketing companies, ad agencies, those types of companies. We went in and talked to them and said, this internet thing is going to be something that their clients are asking for if they're not already. Outsource the work to us, give us your business card, we'll masquerade as that we're an employee of yours, and we'll help you sell this work that your clients are going to ask for eventually. That worked really well. Now that's a business model of outsourcing stuff to other countries or outsourcing stuff to other businesses. At the time, people weren't doing that, so it was new. As the business grew from 94 through 97, at the end of 97, we were really just competing on price. There were other firms that had popped up in Philadelphia. We were all kind of going after this year's WHYY contract or something like that, and whoever had the lowest dollar amount was winning this gig. So that was something we wanted to get out of. 98 to 2001 was the original .com boom. We had some clients at the time that we had signed that had lots of venture capital, that had great business models, needed us to move very, very quickly to get them up and running and get their businesses established. We had some great wins under our belt during this time period, but it was easy for us at that point. We'd been in business for a little while. We were developing these solutions online. We had the software, we had the front end created as well, and we were teaming up with pre-funded businesses. So it was working very well. Most of our business at that time was coming through a lot of this, a lot of networking, and then also referrals to other companies that we had already worked with and were successful with. That ended abruptly in 2001 when all of the venture capital dried up. What happened then was we had a lot of companies a lot of our clients went out of business. We looked at our existing client base and who was still there. It was the clients that were doing e-commerce at the time. So it was the clients that were already making money. It wasn't the pets.com style ideas. It was the Urban Outfitters, the Gorillas, the existing businesses that were already selling online. So what we did then was we had to now sell to these other clients who wanted to build out an e-commerce business of what we were doing. That was much more traditional. So we went from, hey, we're kids and we're really kind of lying to the end client saying that we're members of this one graphic design agency or this ad agency, to then we were able to get this easy money at the startup level, and it's not easy, I understand, at that point in time it was very easy. So now we're a real company that has a real sales team. We're doing trade shows, we're doing advertising, even in retailer magazines like that. And so we have, we've gotten to the level where we have a bunch of clients with great revenues. Business is very stable. And it's funny how throughout the 19 years, what I never realized was I was always chasing these different clients versus setting up my business to really go after the client I wanted. I was always morphing my business to go after the clients that were there. What I've learned, it's taken me a long time to learn this, and it's these last 2 bullet points, is I was always trying to make my client as happy as I could possibly make them. So what that means usually is you're trying to undercharge your client. You're trying to make sure that they're not surprised when they get the invoice at the end of the month. What I was doing was I was fielding calls from these clients that were, hey, this bill's $400 more this month than it should be, and they were all pissed off. I had a few other clients on the other side that said, this bill should be $4,000 more. Why aren't you guys doing more stuff for us? Why aren't you growing your business faster? What we've done over the last 3 or 4 years is we've changed our business to go after more of the clients that are pissed off because they haven't spent enough money with us this month versus the clients that are upset because we spent an extra 3 hours trying to help them grow their business. That's a big shift for us, and it took us a long time to figure that out. Recurring revenue is the other big one for us. Before we were doing, I would say before maybe 2005 or so, every implementation, we would implement a new client, they'd be running our software, and then we'd kind of walk away, train their staff on how to work our software. What we realized was those clients don't want to create their own staff. They don't want to hire this own internal webling within their organization. What they want to do is continue to move quickly and have us be able to grow our business to meet their needs. So what that means is our old business was 90% of what we're doing, 90% of our revenues were revenues on just that initial implementation, and then we were done. What we're doing now is about 80% of our overall revenues are existing clients doing maintenance for them, doing hosting, doing monitoring, helping them grow their business. It's a lot easier to make sure that the good clients that we have are happy getting the business they want, and every month having to go out and do implementation and new implementation. So where we're going from here on, it's kind of going back to where we were in the beginning. So we're entering some new markets. We're going the next logical step from traditional e-commerce, which we're doing a lot of different mobile development, and we're also doing a lot of international focus right now. As I said, we're opening up in London, we're looking at China, we're looking at Brazil. All 3 of those international markets, we're going to have to team up with companies that are already doing business in those markets. Some Brazil and China because of legal-ish complications. In Europe, because we want to find somebody that's already there and already positioned. So what we're going back to is teaming up with other businesses that are already doing things we want to be doing, but we're able to help them a little bit we've been able to help them in the past. And that's it. I think